Today I made a one command block creation that pre-gens Minecraft world to a certain extent. So if you want the land and all of the terrain pre-generated so that you don't lag the server or the world when you're loading new terrain in, and this especially helps for things like multiplayer servers and amplify terrain, then this will be of a lot of use to you because it should hopefully reduce the amount of lag on your server if people are loading in terrain. So what I'm going to do is give myself a command block and paste it in here. And this is spawn, by the way, so it'll be loaded in permanently. But what we have right here is the whole system. And if you have a fast computer and a relatively fast server, then you can probably bring this number right here down to maybe 10 or 12 or 15. And if you have a pretty slow connection or a slow computer, then you would want to bring this number up to maybe 30. But right here is the amount of ticks that will pass in between you being TP'd and you loading in the terrain. So right here, it's default to be at 20 ticks before you get teleported to the next area. So I'm going to set that to 20 right now because my PC is pretty fine at 20. I could actually bring it up a little bit, maybe 15. And this is going to create any terrain from anywhere you want in the world. So if I were to start this at 0, 0, the system is default to go 10,000 blocks out in both the X and Y directions. So if you want to go 5,000 blocks back X and Y to negative 5,000 X and Y, then it would generate 5,000 blocks away from just spawn in any direction, which is what I'm going to be doing in this little tutorial. And if you want, you can go through the command blocks and find out how to change the system so that you can make it whatever you want it to be in terms of size, or just move your location once the whole thing is finished so that you can create another location. And just a little warning, this will take some time. At 20 ticks per teleport, it'll take about 5 to 6, maybe 7 hours for it to finish. It's pretty lengthy, but it will help if you need this sort of thing on your computer, on your world. And this will also make the world save bigger because obviously you're generating millions, if not billions, of blocks into your world. But I'm going to teleport myself to negative 5,000 and 130 just for good measure to be high enough, and negative 5,000. And all you need for this to work is to scoreboard players tag at P add terrain, and it's going to start immediately. But if you want, you can get up an alt account or something and just set their tag to be terrain, and it'll start running on that account, and should hopefully just run in the background if you want to do something else while you're generating in the terrain. And as you see, it'll start on the x-axis. So right now we're 1,344 blocks away from the original position that we started in. And after we get this number right here to 99,084, which is roughly 10,000, then it will add 64 to the y direction and bring us all the way back to 0 on the x. So I'm going to run this for a little bit and come back to you when y reaches 64. Alright, as you can see, we're approaching 5,000 in the x coordinate right here. And as soon as that happens, we should be teleported to negative 49:36 or 37 in the y direction. So right about here, and see we are brought back. And now we're generating the next line of terrain. And that'll continue up until you finish. If you log out either on server or single player world, you should be completely fine. You can just log back in and it'll keep up. You have to be online for this to work though. But otherwise, that's just about all I have to show you. Thanks for watching.